This is not going to be a video that's going to go very well at all. You damn well know this video is going to be full of shade. I just want to say before I make this shady video, please don't go after anyone involved in this video. Please make sure not to leave any disparaging comments, any mean disparaging comments to these people. And remember, this is for shits and giggles and because I need to rant, so let's just get into this.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with, now they looking nervously. And I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it, get after it. Get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Hello. Welcome. Can somebody tell me in chat if they can hear me? I've never realized how bad the lag is until just a little bit ago when I pulled up the YouTube. But I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. I guess I'll turn this on. Okay. All right. Welcome. How is everyone tonight? Thanks for joining me. There's no telling which way this live is going to go because right now, I'm in a mood. So the worst thing is to come into work to find that nobody on the shifts before you done a damn thing. And I'm talking nothing. The laundry's not finished. The laundry's not all the way washed. And it's just a fucking hellacious night for me already. I'm in a mood. So there's no telling where this live stream's going to go. Hopefully we can go in a decent way. Hey, Dave, how are you? Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it. I just basically got on here to rant, rave, I don't know, see what we can do. Let's see if we can turn this night around in some way, shape, or form for the next, I don't know, hour and a half before I have to really get off of here and uh, go and, continue on along my job because, well, needless to say, Stephanie texted the boss tonight, and Stephanie was not very happy. Stephanie really let him have a piece of her thoughts and minds. Listen, so here's the thing. I don't know if all y'all knew this or not, but if y'all go back to towards the beginning of my channel, towards my other live streams, towards the beginning, you'll see I actually had a job in a hospital doing hospital work due to COVID. I'm like, I don't want to take the shot. So, and then my mom passing away. She wasn't passing. Well, she was in the process of passing away, but at the time I didn't know. But anyway, she was deemed incompetent. She needed somebody with her 24/7. Me being the oldest, I bit that. But I bit that snake. I was willing to. I mean, absolutely, more than anything, any day I would give to do, just to have with her again and have those moments. Although they're not the best, but they are what they are. I'm sure you all get my point. Wouldn't change all that for the world, but after getting my job in the hospital, doing what I was doing, I was making decent money. I was making great money. I could afford doing life. However, when my mom went into the hospital, that was time off. With that comes repercussions. With the repercussions, I was basically at a point where you clock in one more second or 1 second late, you're going to be released. You can't ever work for the hospital system here in my area or in surrounding areas because basically they're all owned by the same place. Again, needless to say, if I ever want to go back, which I was like, I might want to do that here, whatever. I was given the choice, resign and be able to come back within 6 months, or I can chance that, continue working, and clock in 1 time over the next however many years that I worked there, and 1 second late, I would be basically fired and never be able to work for the company again, which, it was a big company, paid great money. And here I am because I chose to resign because, I didn't want to risk not being able to use or go back to employment there. Had every intentions of basically going back to employment there in a sense being, but, I find it hard since that's the place that my mother was admitted to. And now recently my father, when he went in on a life support, that's another story. Anyways, my big sob story, now I'm stuck doing this job, not getting paid shit for anything, but yet getting in trouble for anything that isn't finished by the morning shift. Yet I come in and nothing's fucking done. Any time. Nothing's done. Yep, I'm here to rant, rave, bitch about my life. If you don't want to hear it, it's all right. Bye. If you're here for it, that's what I'm here for. I just need to get some shit off my chest. It is what it is. I normally try to keep everything tucked in close, don't give out too much information, but at this point I'm so pissed. Because when I come in and nothing's fucking done, I got wet linen that still needs to be dried. You got my coworkers that just sit at a desk all day, don't do a damn thing. Oh, well, they work during the busiest hours. I'm so tired of hearing excuses for these people. No, fuck that. I don't go out for a smoke break. I don't do no smoking breaks, because I'm not normally a smoker unless I'm frustrated and pissed off, which at this point, whatever, I could be. Anyhow, I always keep myself busy all night. I'm always here. I'm very reliable. I am on time. Hardly ever call in. I think over the past 2 years, I've requested 2 nights off. 3, my birthdays. I've requested my birthday off. The 1 year I was sick with COVID, my first year here. And then, the next year, I requested my mother's death anniversary off, and I've requested my birthday off. That were the only 2 days a year. Anything else, I base my schedule around my work schedule. Why am I still here 2 years later, you ask? Well, got myself in a catch-21, I guess, if that's what you want to fucking call it. Catch-22, catch-21, I don't even fucking know at this point. All I know is that it's a bitch. It's a bitch. Because, mind you, I do nightly audits, 5 nights out of the 7 nights. I do way more than any other shift that has to be expected to do. And I'm pissed, man. I'm pissed. And honestly, I hope there's a fucking microphone in this room, and I hope he's hearing me, because I've sent him a nice text telling him I would appreciate it if I don't care how new they are. You said they transferred from another damn hotel. They should know what the hell they're doing. All except for the money. We take money. They didn't. I mean, we have a pool. It's not that hard to learn. I mean, it's not hard to know that you gotta do the laundry. You gotta keep up with shit. You gotta do your job. Why is it? I'm frustrated. I'm really fucking frustrated, because I go from a really high-paying job. I bite that bullet, and I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I did it. But to find myself in this predicament, shortly after my mom passed, then, the landlord says, hey, guess what? You got a month to buy the place or to get out. And mind you, when I bought my truck in 2021, February 27th, 2021, by March 4th, it was shot up all up and down my side of my truck. Bullet holes all up and down it. Literally just got out of it. So, nope, I'm not about to buy this house. Nope. You got me wrong. Yep. Why am I on here basically doing this? Well, because there's others out here that want to sit here and constantly discuss my story of, why I'm here where I am, and why I live in a hotel right now, or what the fuck, So here it is. I'm telling you. When my mom went into the hospital, it fell upon that with the job. On top of that, the landlord said, you got a month. You can either buy it, or you got a month and you can move. Obviously, with my kids not even being able to go outside and play in a trusted neighborhood, I surely am not going to buy this shithole. So, I ended up talking to my boss. And, well, actually, he kind of offered up a room here. He's like, how long do you think? And I was hoping that I would be able to get out of here sooner than what I am. And I'm still here almost 2 years later. But when you're a single mom working, trying to make do with what you can, you know how hard it is to live in a damn hotel room? It's very hard. And I struggle every damn day. But you know what? I don't get on here. I don't do my woe and wows. But I am tonight, because I'm pretty pissed off at this place in general. I'm upset about everything. It's hard to, going from a decent paying job to one that, he's like, well, we'll get you there here within the next year. You should be able to get up there as long as you keep up your work. I do my work, and then I do 3 times more than anybody else, because nobody else does it. And if I don't do it, you're on my phone calling me. And it is what it is. I put myself in this boat. And I guess I'm just on here because, there's a lot of things going around on these tubes about me and mine, and that somebody just feels the need to discuss about anything. But there's also other things that I probably will address too when we get there. But let me tell you, never thought that a friend of mine that was supposed to be a good friend of friend to me, would be trying to throw shit in my face like this, knowing already everything that I've been going through. I've been a single mom. Have I had help here? Yeah, help is what it is. I mean, he basically watched the kids when I slept. Other than that, yep, he was here for a while. He slept on my floor, because you know why? I don't sleep with children. And to me, a grown-ass man that's going to live off of me and take advantage off of me is nothing but another man-child. So guess what? You're not sleeping in my bed, especially if I'm going to be in it. Get your shit together, get out. Get a job, or get the fuck out. And that's what it came to. get the fuck out. Finally, my boss got sick of seeing him sit around his hotel, not even trying to help me gather any means to getting a place. It's just okay. So like getting a place, holding a place down. Obviously, I work. I have a job. That wouldn't be the problem. That's not even the problem. It's the fact of the deposit. It's the fact of the first month's rent. And then it's hard when you're the only one and you're trying to keep up on the rent that you got to pay now, just to have that roof. My children are fed every day. My children have a roof over their head. They got electricity. They got heat. They got air conditioning. They've got a pillow to lay their head on. They've got a bed to lay their asses on. They have everything they need. They attend school regularly. So it's not even a situation where people should even be fretting upon or talking about, to be honest. But since it was out there, I figured I would throw that out there, throw out the whole background as to why I'm where I'm at and why I'm still here. It's not like I'm just sitting around on my fat lazy ass. Yeah, that fat lazy ass that has its own zip code, ain't that right? Yeah, let me say that. It's not like I'm sitting around here doing nothing. If anything, if any of you guys have been following me or know anything about me, y'all know that I work my ass off. I'm at work 5 nights out of the week. If I can pick up time, my 9 times out of 10 do. Even on my times off, I'm helping guests. I'm still working. It's like a never-ending revolving door, I don't bitch about much. But tonight I'm bitching because I'm sick of coming into a damn mess. And I'm sick of everything being spun around on the tubes about me. And I'm just over it. I really am. I'm just over it. And this has been on my shoulders for a long time. And I think tonight's a good night to just let it all out. As for the money that was graciously, and I thank every one of you that donated to the call for help when DeLorean put that out for me. It absolutely was a needed help. Hold on just 1 second. As for that, as a friend, I went to DeLorean. I let her know what was going on. And as a friend to me, she's like, I can't really do much. I want to help you. So in the way she was able to help, she basically put up a short little excerpt about what was going on and asked, if anybody could donate. Altogether, including the, what was it? I think it was maybe 15 from my old friend. It was about that from the whole PayPal. Altogether, I think it totaled up to be about $110, $15 altogether. All of that was all because when I think I actually might have the screenshot of the post that was put out there. It was to help with finances in the time when I needed to take time off of work, and I would have been losing out on my nightly earnings due to me having to be in the hospital with my dad, who's on a ventilator. Mind you, let me fix this story here. Let me fix this. I'm very irritated right now. I'm going to fix this story. My dad was on a ventilator for almost a week and a half, meaning he couldn't make any life decisions. He couldn't make any of his decisions. So once again, deemed incompetent. Me being the oldest, I, of course, stepped to that plate. Somebody's got to, right? And that funding was taken up when I first found out he was admitted, put on the ventilator. So let me fix this story. Anybody in their right damn mind knows anybody that's on a fucking ventilator is not going to come off the very next day and get to go home. So fix your story. Get it straight. Make it make sense. I'm just really irritated right now. At least if you're going to tell a lie, at least make it make logical sense. That's what I got to say about that. I mean, You just don't go home the day after waking up on a ventilator and having to go. As a matter of fact, it wasn't even he didn't even wake up from that. He ended up having to be put on a trachea. I had to make the decision to put him on a trachea. This story has already been told earlier in my channel, but since people want to twist it, I'm glad y'all are here listening. Hey, hi chat. Glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Can't even say welcome. Can't say hi to you if you're all not going to talk, but welcome. Here's the thing. If it wasn't for me making the decision to say fuck it at a week and a half on a ventilator, because in 2 weeks, they basically recommend you taking off the ventilator. Everybody knows that, has a brain or knows anything about medical. It is never good to be on a ventilator for more than 2 weeks because you're basically killing off your body. So before all that process takes place, I immediately go into what can we do mood, whatever, either way. I'm told, the next step would be to put a trachea in. Thankfully, I made that decision because that's what led to us finding out exactly what caused him to be in the condition he was in and why he was so uncomfortable when he would wake up from the anesthesia on the ventilator. Because I tried to wake him up to see if he could cope on his own. Well, it turns out he couldn't. So when he's waking up, he definitely... AJ, I'm here. I'm sorry you're going through this. Being a single mom, it's hard. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. You have been under a tremendous stress, to say the least. Prayers. Thank you. I really have. I don't put this shit out there because you know what? I don't ask for sympathy. I don't want sympathy because you know what? I'm one that never. I do it all on my own. I do. I won't even lie. I'm a doer on my own. I don't ask for that. But here's the thing. When he went in to his trachea surgery, anybody that's familiar with medical, once again, will know. It's not a very long procedure to go in for a trachea. Maybe 45 minutes tops. You want to talk about scared? Yeah. Scared is what it is. When your dad don't come out when you don't see a doctor, you don't get no updates, 2.5 hours of waiting for a 45-minute procedure. 45 minutes. Into 2.5 hours. So you want to think about 2-hour mark. The only thing I'm thinking of is I'm next to my little sister and I'm like, dude, what's taking so long? Like, what the hell are they waiting for? Like, are they like delaying coming out here telling us he didn't make it? Kind of thing going through my head. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, where's my dad? Well, how is he doing? Some kind of update would be great. After 2 hours, 45 minutes, the doctor finally comes out from the back doors. And he states, well, I found out why your dad was so uncomfortable on the ventilator. I also know what caused him to be in the predicament that he's in. And I'm like, I just want to know how he is at this point. How is he? Tell me how he is. Like, how's my dad? Is he okay? Is he gonna pull through? He absolutely said if he pulls through, it would definitely be a long process. He would basically have to go into a rehabilitation center, almost like a hospital setting, except for the doctors themselves ain't there. It's more like nurses and RAs and MAs and stuff like that are there just to rehabilitate him and see if he ever gets to the place of coming home. Being told this, of course, that's scary. My dad's always been a working man. He's always been on his feet. He's always taking care of his own. And to think that, he may not ever be able to do this anymore. It's kind of upsetting. But at that time, we found out, he said, your dad had a lipoma in his throat. The lipoma was probably roughly about the size of a softball. He said not only was it growing all up and around his throat and entangled in there, he said, but it had pushed his trachea down into his chest cavities. So in order to actually insert the trachea into where you normally would put your tracheas, he said we would have had to have a chest surgeon come in, break his chest open, and insert from there. He said, but we decided to go another route, which is in between the vocal cords and the vocal box. He said he may have a hard time talking, even, if he was to get on the trachea and able to try to talk. But with that lipoma in there, it made it very uncomfortable for the tubing of the ventilator. Mind you, before all of the whole removal of everything, my dad's telling me, just let me go, just turn off the machine. He didn't want the shit in his mouth anymore. He was very uncomfortable. The best decision I made was that day to put him through the trachea. Within, I say, about a week, he was moved from the ICU. He then went into, from there, into a rehab center. The doctor was, honestly, I still speak to the doctor to this day. He says, he told me the last time I spoke to him, my dad is a walking, talking miracle. He honestly never thought he would, he said he never wanted to really state it and be that blunt with me. But I knew, I know medical. He's like, you're lucky to even have your dad here today. He said he's a walking, talking miracle and something to be thankful for. I'm 100% thankful for that doctor that did the surgery, removed the lipoma. Later to find out, my dad has been telling his doctors about this ball growing in his throat since he was a kid, since he was a teen, he said. But on every MRI, CT scan, any x-rays, all of them never showed up. Nothing ever showed up. There was nothing there. They could feel the bump, but nothing showed up. So if you ever have anything obscuring your airways, please press to get that checked. I thank God every day that I chose the route that I chose, because set my dad on a track to going into the rehab center in the hospital. This is the first time. So he didn't go home the next day. Mind you, and the funds that were raised was like $110, which is roughly one night's worth of work. I'm thankful for that. I did have to take more than one night off, obviously. That's my father. I'm not gonna, things like that. I'm not gonna, surpass being there just in case something happens. Here's what it is. Once sent home from the hospital that time, my dad then started ballooning back up, becoming unable to walk, not able to move again. My brother had to call the ambulance once more, where they once more put him on a ventilator. Everybody knows you don't go home the damn next day like it's being said. I won't be made to look like I'm just out here trying to scoop up on other people's hard-earned money. Fuck that. No, I work my ass off, and no, absolutely not. I know what it's like, and I would never do that. None of that. Absolutely not at all. This went way further than what I wanted it to go tonight, to be honest. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for being here. Anyways, here's what it is. The second time my dad went into the hospital and he was able to come out, they actually put him in a rehabilitation center. Mind you, at this time, of course, I'm taking time off of work and bills are falling behind me. And I still got bills even though I live here. I still got my car insurance. I got my truck payments. I've got my phone. I've got my storage bill that I have to pay if I ever get a home to have my things from. I've got all kinds of fucking little side bills. Whatever. Doesn't matter. During this is also the fallout with Jeannie. So, I'm already being emotional in my own little space and head. Upset that here I've been doing my damnedest, working my ass off, trying to get by, and I support those that I support on here. Not that I'm not asking for any boo-hoo effects or anything like that, any sympathies or whatever. But here's my thought. Work hard for every dime I get. And the fact that loyally supported a channel, I would think that you would at least get the benefit of the doubt before, being made a fool and going back to a chat and finding out, hey, your wrench is taken or everything's gone and like everybody's like talking shit about you. Yeah, you think somebody's going to be a little upset? I would. I wasn't upset about the wrench, not at all. That has shit all to do with it. It was the fact that I thought of these people as a friend and nobody could come to me and talk to me about anything. And it is what it is at this point. I'm fine. Bygones be bygones, move the fuck on. That's how I feel about it. That's what I was pissed about. Don't sit here and lie about how I would bitch to you about being upset over that damn wrench, because that was the least of my worries. I had a father in the fucking hospital that I was trying to get to. As for the gas money that she claims, I got all this money for gas money and then my dad went home the next day. So what did I do with all those funds? No, I got money for loss of wages during that time period to help me get by. I thank everybody that helped more than you can ever know. Can never thank you all enough. Someday I hope to be on my feet enough to be able to pay that forward. Although I still try to, little by little, when I can. Hence both helped out a need for some things, from somebody else, though you know who you are, and it is what it is, So I'm still trying to do the best that I can to get by day to day. As for the gas money, where you got the gas money part from, I'll tell you. I was on the phone with a good friend. My dad was due to be brought home the very next day. He needed to be picked up, of course, with loss of wages, bills piling up. I didn't have really the gas money to be able to go and pick him up from the nursing facility that he was in. I was on the phone with a friend when I found all this information out, and I'm like, fuck, I don't even know how the hell I'm going to get there. I don't have the gas, And I'm like, I'll just have to figure something out. Whether, I don't know, I'll fucking find pop bottles or something. I don't know. So I'm like, I'll find something. I'll figure it out somewhere. Some way. How? Because that's what I do. Half the time, I get by and look back and I'm like, what the fuck? How'd you do it, bitch? Well, a bitch does what she's got to do. And I'm going to do what I got to do. Just to support my children and be there for him, well, my dad, the one that raised me, the man of my life. Anyways, that friend offered me a little bit of money. I mean, the amount doesn't matter. It brought the total probably up to $125, $130-ish per se, altogether for that time period. But in that defense, I also, if they're around here, I don't know if they want to, if they'll speak up, if they are, I will say, when they were in a hard place, I repaid that help. With the amount, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's just say it matched what was given, and that's all you need to know. It doesn't matter. So don't sit here and try to put me out to be somebody I'm not. I'm not out here trying to take donos. I'm not out here trying to do all these PayPal funds. And because if that's the case, fuck, I probably would have already had a home. If that's what I was out for, I still wouldn't be in this predicament. I'm in this catch-21 where the boss don't give you a raise. Why? Because you live in his building. The boss, you can't get a place. Why? Because, well, you don't make enough. And you can't make enough or you can't save up when you're living in a place like here. I never realized moving into a hotel was going to be a death sentence. I know I can get a better paying job. I know I can. I know it. And this is what I basically told my boss tonight. I know I'm worth fucking hiring for anybody else. And anybody that's willing to take me on with it, well, I don't think they'll be disappointed. But it's the matter of fact that, okay, so say I quit here. I get that other job. Well, here's the next thing. Now they're going to raise my rent here because I no longer work here, so I don't get the employee discount, which I'm already barely making by. So what good, I go get a different job to make more money, and then I'm fine. Anyways, because now I got to pay more here to have a roof over our head, which is, basically leaving me in the same place. It is what it is. That's my life. I admit I put myself here, not willingly, but willingly. Um, just over people just out here thinking that they can speak upon situations that they clearly don't want to elaborate on, or they don't want to tell the truth about, or you know that is what it is in a little mop of a bucket, I guess. I don't fucking know. That is why I'm in this predicament. And has it been an easy last 2 years? No, absolutely not. I mean, and like I said, now really, with school starting up, I had school stuff, and I mean, honestly, I still got a few more things that I need to grab for the boys, but it is what it is. They understand. My kids are very understanding. They're not needy. They're not. They're not. Um. Oh, they're not spoiled. They're not. They're understanding. In other words, and it is what it is. They understand that I'm doing what I can to get by. Um. I've looked into loans. I've looked into seeing about doing, because my goal is, um, when you're going to tell a story, tell it all, right? Here's my goal. I want to purchase a home. I don't want it to be anything fucking grandiose and extravagant. I actually want something that needs work. Why do I want it to need work? Well, that's because I plan on being there for, well, hopefully forever. And not only that, but I don't want something that's going to cost an arm and a leg. And I also want to do work to the place. I want it to be my own. I want to put some, I don't know, I want to make it ours. And for somebody to get out here and make it out like I haven't tried. I absolutely have. I've worked on my credit the last 4-5 years. I've built it up to a score where, well, if I wanted to, I can get a place. But the only problem is you need that down payment. You need all that other funds. And it is what it is. I got other things that have to be paid off before I can make not much. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm hoping this next tax season, I'll be able to finish and pay off my truck fully. But the lender that I was talking to said that I need to make at least, I need to come up with probably another $1,000 down on that before they would stake out some kind of at least decent kind of loan. Not that I can't get one, but it is what it is. They just want to make sure that when, not only do they, but I want to make sure that when I do this move and make this purchase, that it's going to be something for a long time. Like until my dying days, that's for all I care at this point. But I've worked very hard to get my credit score to where it's at. I went from a 490 from 2020. Yeah, 2020. I think that's the year that I started working on things. Yeah, 2020. End of 2019, actually. Let me be honest. Started working on it in November 2019. I went from a 490. I'm at about 695, 7. And it's slowly growing and slowly getting there, I'm able to make the things that I want to do, but I'm waiting to have that extra funding to be able to put down. And That's where I am. So when you're going to tell a story, tell it completely truthfully, factually. I work my ass off daily. Do I want my reward? Absolutely. I want it every fucking day. I don't care. Give me a piece of cake, give me a cookie, give me a medal. I don't give a fuck what it is. I want my rewards every fucking day because you know what? I am a survivor, if anything. I don't get the help from others that some are able to get, unlike others, my family looks upon me for most things. And I don't mind, honestly. It is what it is because I feel like that makes me feel good, needed in a sense, you know. Especially everything going on. However, hopefully you guys can still hear me because I know I'm moving in and out away from the mic or the computer. I'm also working currently still. Yep, working, streaming. Try me. Go ahead. Want to call the boss? I'll give you the number. He's actually looking forward to you guys' calls. As a matter of fact, because I told him long ago, if anybody calls, forewarned him. He said, yeah, well, whatever they want to say, probably just laugh at their face. But maybe even hang up on them because, I do my job. That's all that matters. I do my job and then some. I don't get paid for everything that I do, but it is a job. Hold the roof over my head, hold the roof over my kids' head, and that's all that matters to me the most, is that my kids have a roof over their head. I've raised my kids, never outed my kids. And another thing that I want to cover, this whole bullshit that I lied to the courts and got a family member locked away, bitch, please. Sharmuta, come up with a better one. Yep, that's right. That was a shot fired because let me tell you, I never lied to the courts. Not once. If you're talking about the speeding ticket, never lied to the courts. I was on my way to see my dad who was on a life support when I got that ticket. That ticket was dropped because the officer that was in the courtroom that day decided not to tell them how he tested the damn speedometers before and after the shift. So therefore they couldn't say that the clocking of my speed was accurately taken. So that's why that case was dropped. But that's what you're talking about. Tell the whole story. Tell it correctly. Never once lied. And not one of my fucking family members, not one, nobody in my family is locked up. So to make it out here like, listen, the only thing I can think of right now with all the bullshit going on is, now somebody's going to say that I claim some kind of RAPE and, now I got some family member falsely locked up. Absolutely fucking not. Nobody in my family is locked up. Nobody. If you're talking about the one time my kid went into the juvenile detention center, he did that himself. He decided he didn't want to participate in a Zoom meeting court that he had brought upon himself for destruction of property at the local park. Want to tell the story? Tell it all. Let's tell it all. That's why he went into the fucking juvenile detention center. So now, that's out there. I'm really frustrated by the fact that upon everything else going on and the frustration and the stress that I deal with, yeah, that's right. I have your lives downloaded. Absolutely. To hear the things that are said about me and making me to be this person that I am far from being is upsetting. To know that a lot of the people that used to be here and that supported me no longer come in the chat, no longer say hi, no longer have a shit thing, all because of this bullshit that's going on out here. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Fair weather friends, whatever. That's what you want to call them. I guess they weren't truly, friends in the long run. Although some of them, I would like to say I had a somewhat decent acquaintance too. And I'm sad to see that they, I mean, listen, don't make up excuses. Oh, I'm just busy at that time. Bullshit. I mean, bullshit. Because then any other time you're there, you're for anybody else's stream. But I mean, it's cool. So we don't agree. Well, I mean, who cares? We don't agree on things. I mean, move the fuck on. By the way, P.S. Thank you for my debut in the Chromosphere. That's what it was. Yeah, thanks for the debut. Look, I made it big time, guys. Whoop, whoop. No, I did not set up any kind of fucking fights this year. What happened is happened. And I can tell you right now, those of them that I have the fallout with, there's reasons why I never made up with them people. There's reasons. Perhaps one of them are out there spewing the most shit on me. Got those voice notes. Found one actually the other day about how much you knew that I liked and I loved being a part of DeLorean's chat and that I would never do anything to hurt her. But yet you're out here making it out like I fucking purposely did shit to hurt her. Out here on the real YouTubes, huh? It's a sad situation, but due to, you privately stating in our own little personal DMs how much not to trust this person or that person, Michelle K included. Don't trust her. Yeah, I got that too. Same with DeLorean. Don't trust her. You're not falling for their shit, are you? Yeah. Well, no, I didn't fall for their shit, but I fell for yours, and just for you to end it like you did is just a little upsetting and a little bullshit, but cool. Showed you real colors. I can't even believe I'm on here speaking this. I'm frustrated as fuck tonight, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm pissed to come in and have nothing done in this place. I'm pissed. I don't make enough money for this. It is what it is. Told the boss though. I used to love coming into work. You know that? I used to love coming into work. Work was my favorite place to be. Home away from home. Now I can't stand it because nobody ever does anything. And if anybody gets yelled at, it's me. Because it's got to be done by morning. The other morning, I don't know what the hell that kid used to wipe down the windows. But I'll tell you what, those were some, they still are. I can't get the fucking grease off the windows. What did you use? We got window cleaner, clean rags. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, yeah. Boss come in the next morning and he's like, what happened to the windows? What'd you use? Well, that wasn't me. That was the other kid. I mean, tried to wipe them off, but clearly it didn't work. I don't know what the fuck he used, but he used some kind of grease, some kind of baking grease. I don't know. Anyways, it is what it is. There's my life story the last 2 years, all in a, hour rant? 40, 50-minute rant? Anybody that's interested, that wants to know the absolute truth and the facts of the matter, since I'm out here being lied and looked down upon. You know, it baffles me how much people sit on here and they're so hypocritical and they're so fucking, I don't know. People on here are so crazy. I don't even understand anymore. I don't. And honestly, I've put obviously I put everything that I was doing with BAM and everything on hold and whatever. I put it all on hold. There's reasons. Because honestly, as bad as this place has gotten, all the bullshit spoke upon my name that's not even true by far. You can make it out to be as bad as you want, but I mean, okay. From here on out, I'll rebuttal with the absolute truth. I won't still come out here and do the things that you're doing and put you down. Did I call you a sharmuta? Absolutely, because you are a sharmuta. Own that shit, bitch. Wear it. Own that sharmutaness and wear it. Wear it proud, honey, because I sure do. I know I'm a bitch. I know I'm a Sharmutha. However you want to put it. Doesn't matter. But you know what? One thing I will never be is someone like you've shown yourself to be, dishonest, untrustworthy, and just absolute grossness. The things I've seen lately is unbelievable. Everybody deserves respect. Absolutely, I agree, AJ. I 100% agree. And respect is what I try to give to, well, everybody. I've said multiple times lately, you know, I've seen 2 friends' healths being affected by the bullshit on here. Well, 2 what I thought were friends' healths being affected by the bullshit on here. And when trying to help both of them, I got fucked over and fucked in the face, and it screwed hard, I guess. I mean, I didn't choke on anything, so still here, no pubic hairs in my throat, but it is what it is. For as badly as I was fucked over, no pleasure out of it. I mean, more pain than anything, and hurt, and lots of lessons learned. Thank you for that. I thank you guys sincerely for that. Lots of lessons learned. But honestly, it's like, it's more so contemplating, everything going on, now fully being full time, single mom, single, no help, not like I was getting any help anyways, except for he watched the kids when I was sleeping. That was about it. Other than that, I just did everything on my own. I've always been a single mom. It is what it is. I mean, like I said, 8-9 months, sleep on the fucking floor. I don't care. I don't sleep with kids. People that want to act like kids, I don't care. It is what it is. But it's almost like contemplating, is it even worth it, to continue on, to be a part of this place where people just want to continue to attack and belittle and degrade and, I don't know, just continue going at one another. There's so many other things in real lifing, and like, why? I mean, people like me don't need you to go into their everyday life to fuck it up even more than what it's already fucked. They did a good job at it. Like me. I mean, I fucked it up good enough, I put myself in a predicament that I just can't seem to dig myself out of. But I did it. I will get out of it. I 100% know someday, some way, I will. And I mean, like I said, many times I've amazed myself at, the things that I've able to do to come back from, being down and up. But I do it. And I don't feel like I'm very sure anymore if it's even worth it. I thought upon it, and I'm still not even sure. Sucks. Yeah. Met some great people out here on these streets. Yeah. Made what I thought were great friendships that clearly weren't. That clearly, well, set you up for a trap and bait, so people would say, so that they can just basically throw all your personal life out there to make you have to basically go live and spit the facts on everything, unless you just want to let the lies out there on your name. But I'm not about to let anybody do that on my name. I will sit here and I will completely rebuttal the fact that you're lying upon me. I won't sit here and I won't degrade you. I won't belittle you. I won't throw your personal business out there like you've done to me. Hey, Andy, how are you? People need to learn. Don't depend on rumor for info. It's rarely accurate unless you hear it from a person's mouth. It could, or it may not be true. Yep, you're true. That's true. Very true. I agree. And, I've said, most of these fights out here that that I've been in on these streets, besides Andy. I mean, not Andy, but I seen Andy's name on my phone. I was watching chat. But anyways, besides Jamie, I did that. I absolutely chose to have that battle because I felt the type of way about that. And I had every right to. Any other than that, it wasn't something that I personally done. It was me standing up for another, or me supporting another in a sense. And I mean, like I said, thank you for the lessons learned. I will never, ever, ever fight another battle for anybody again. Don't come to me. Don't think I'm going to pick and choose a side, because I'm not. I wouldn't want anybody that visits my chat, that is sub to my channel, that listens to me, do whatever kind of fuckery that I want to do for that day, or that what fucking, I don't know, live. I don't even know what you call it anymore, but I wouldn't ask anybody to do it for me. And those of them, or those of that have actually spoke up upon the things being said about me, or the way that things have been going with me, I absolutely thank you. But I want you all to know, I did not ever contact not one of them people and ask them to pick any sides or have anything to do with this. This, honestly, like I said before, could have walked away just saying, we're not on the same bird anymore. We don't fly the same track. We're not the bird on the same, or we're not the same feathers on a bird. We just decided to go our own separate ways. That would have been great for me, whatever. However, it doesn't matter. I didn't make this public. I didn't want my bullshit to be, I never wanted my bullshit to be thrown out here on the streets and be made to look like some, I don't know, grifting piece of shit, Never. I've never tried to pull myself out here to be some kind of, like you said, AJ, I'm no victim. I'm not a victim. I've done wrong, yeah. But 9 times out of 10, like I said before, if I said something about anybody, chances are I probably said it to your face, or I wouldn't have a problem being like, yeah, I said that. It doesn't, it's not even like that. It's not. So stories can be told, stories can be spun, webs can be weaved, but at some point, to those that are out here continuing to spin narratives about others, certain people, anybody. I mean, it at some point you're backed into a corner you're not going to be able to come out of. And for instance, I keep saying, for the one that done what they done to me and thinks that they done this grandiose thing, making this switch and talking horrible things about me and those that you were friends with over, well, on this side, I hate that stuff. I hate that fucking shit. There shouldn't be no sides. We're all adults. We should be able to be adults, go where we want, not have to worry about people, other adults bashing those that we enjoy listening to or being a part of their channels. We shouldn't have to deal with that. It just shouldn't. It's hurt my feelings a lot. Seeing when the things that's being said about me and the people in the chats that I thought were my friends, but clearly they weren't. I mean, lots of them said, "No, I can't stand them." Well, I mean, the same thing was said about you too on Sharmuta. Yep, just remember that. There's lots of words out there about how they couldn't stand you. And if you think for 1 second those people will be your friend in the end, you'll be the first motherfucker they're going to throw under the bus. I'll tell you that. When that happens and you've done already paved that road over those that were really your friends and really supported you and really was trying to be a friend to you, I mean, well, you done paved over us. Remember that. Because I'm telling you, at the rate that everything's going in this community, the day is coming sooner than later. I see it. I mean, I honestly think that it's going to take one move by one person, and that's just going to end it. Now, will that person take that move? I don't know. It's almost like a chess game anymore. You know that? Make your move. Make your move. It's so stupid and it's so childlike. Like, I mean, Wouldn't it be better just to play, a better game of chess with your daily life? I mean, find more things to do with your life. Like, think about the fact that, yeah, this platform is here for you to grift and make money off of, all the things that you want. Yeah, it's here for that now. But where will you be when you're maybe 70, 80, finding it hard to get your little frail, um, arthritis little hands clicking on the computers, or your little keypad or your mouse or whatever it may be? You can barely even click that damn button to go live anymore, and nobody's there to listen to you. What are you going to do for your earnings? What are you going to do for a living? How are you going to pay for your home? How are you going to pay for anything? Because you spent all your youthful years here on YouTube, baking and hoping and praying that you're going to be somebody famous and you're going to make millions and billions off this platform. Chances are, probably a good 95% of those of us that are on here that rely heavily on this platform, you're not going to do that. You're not. You're just not. You're not going to be the next Jeffree Star. You're not going to be the next fucking. Oh, fuck. I mean, Upchurch even started his career on here, I believe. You're not going to be like that. I mean, come on now. Look at where you're at. Look at the things you're doing, and with the history that you're making for yourselves. Do know this is the internet. That shit follows you forever. Think about it. I mean, I think about that every time I press play, press my live button. Have I done some shitty things? Yeah. Have I said some shitty things? Yeah. Should I have? Probably not. Some of it, do I regret? Some of it. Most of it? Yeah. All of it? No. I don't regret all of it. I mean, that's just me being honest. I mean, I'm not going to apologize for the things I'm not sorry for. I'd rather be honest and open about things than to be shady and hide things and lie about things. That's just who I am. I don't know about anybody else, but that's who I am. And I do know that this is the internet. This shit will follow you for days. You don't know how many people are. I don't even know how many people are probably screen recording this right now. Probably all 24 of you that are here. Who fucking knows? Don't care. But those are the things that I think about when I go live and I discuss things. But due to work and everything being a chaotic mess here tonight, I was in a piss poor mood. Decided to push play. Well, not play. Hit the live button. Have a good bitch about work. That led into a good bitch about the things going around about me out here on this platform that is just absolute. It's honestly, it hurt my feelings listening to it because of who it was coming from and the things that were said, because it was absolute lies. But after I got through the hurt, I kind of, not that I found it, not that it didn't piss me off, because yeah, it pissed me off too with the hurt. But now it's almost like it's comical, because I mean, really listen to people when they start telling you stories, because I'll tell you what, it was easy to debunk, because like I said, you just don't get sent home the next day after being on life support for a week and a half. You don't get sent home after being on life support a second time the very next day, from life support a second time. It just doesn't happen. I mean, it is what it is. And I made like probably topped $130 off that donations. I appreciate everybody that did it. I again, thank you. I mean, most of you probably don't have a flying fucking care in the world for me anymore, but it is what it is. I still thank you, and I appreciate you guys more than ever. And I will continue doing what I can to pay it forward when I can. That's just who I am. I don't know. That's how I was raised. I was raised to care for others and to help others, and helping others and caring for others is what put me in a predicament many times. But do I ever learn? No, because it still help others, and I still think, well, this time will be different. But I've definitely learned a lot of things on here. I'm debating what I want to even do anymore for content or what I don't even know. Thinking of doing a Bitch Talks true crime channel. Maybe I'll start one of those where it's only true crime, but I'll keep maybe this one or something for Bitch Talks rants. I don't fucking know, because obviously the way that things go on here, if I do continue to press the like button anymore or to do whatever, um, I'm obviously going to have to be out here to defend myself in one way or another, because there's always somebody that wants to talk shit, cause problems, make others look worse than they are themselves. I mean, reflection and self outlook sure does pull a major thing in this community. I've noticed the projection of people's self and self-worthiness all lies in and how low you can make another feel. I, as an adult, I'm not in for that games. I don't care for them games. I'm not. I don't, honestly. I hope to never have to do another rant, but who knows? I would like to actually, I was saying to another friend that I would like to start doing actual true crime stuff and going live at a certain time every day now that school's back in session and I, am awake and I have to be doing the mom thing and stuff. I'm gonna definitely try to, if I continue, decide that it's worth it to press that live button again. I'm gonna actually do some probably content. And now, will it be on this channel for the true crime stuff or cases or the talks? Probably not. I think I'm gonna take another channel that I already have started that some may be sub to. I'll probably post a link for that if I decide that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn that into probably my other channel into the true crime talk stuff. And if y'all want to follow over there, you can. If you don't, you don't. I just haven't even decided. Honestly, I'm undecided. I'm indecisive right now. Because it's just so gross, man. I almost feel like if I do it, do I want to post the link to that channel over here? Because I don't need the bullshit and the fuckery to follow me anywhere anymore. It's kind of crazy. Bloop. Still at shift. What do you mean? You're still at shifts? I didn't know you were at shifts. I hope you're having fun over there, though. Mrs. Boop. Thank you for stopping by, though. This has just been about an hour and 10-minute rant and rave, going over everything that's been lied about upon me. And my thoughts upon everything, it's gross, it's disgusting, And I did put out, I spoke upon the whole David Kimbar thing. I don't even fucking know. Whatever it is. But honestly, I'd rather him be here under the name that he's here and not under an alt and lurking around and nobody know who the fuck he is. I mean, think about it, guys. You just don't turn your back on somebody that's known for attacking somebody with their back turned. So, besides that, I'm not fighting nobody else's fights out here. I will no longer end friendships or, let others persuade me into doing stupid shit like that again. Like I said, lessons learned. All you can do is learn them and move on, right? It is what it is, though. But I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to get off my ass because there's so much shit that I got to do still. I sat down for my I don't know, maybe last 5-10 minutes to finish this up. And now that I'm done folding up this shit, I still got so much shit more to do. Because this place is a mess tonight. Not happy. But thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to me bitch and moan. P.S. By the way, did you guys notice that I have a new ending for this channel? I actually did a new ending. If you guys haven't seen it, stick around because I'm about to play it. Anyways, I'm going to play the Shanny Shade because, well, she gives some good advice in there. Please do not go and bother or attack or play into the BS that's going around out here about anything, maybe said, done. I didn't mention any names besides Sharmuta. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It's cool. It's not that important. But, yeah. Thank you all for sitting here and listening to my bitching, moaning, sob story tonight. Y'all have a great day. Hey, Marge, what are you doing? You want to come up for a minute? You can come up for a minute while I load up my my cart if you want to. I'll send you a link. You want it? You want it? You want it? Do you want it? Hurry. Let's hear some wise words from Jet's mom. She's listen. Jet's mom is one of the best friends anybody could ask for on ever. Started talking to her. Our meeting was quite memorable. I had purchased my first one of my first computers during the pandemic stuff, and I had to return it because it just wouldn't work anymore. It just like shut down and I couldn't get the damn screen to turn on. It wouldn't work anymore. So I had to return the damn computer. In the process of doing that, I had put the money from the returned computer into my pocket, put my phone in my pocket. When I pulled out my fucking phone, the money fell. I didn't realize it until after I got home. I had lost almost $400, $200 to $400, something like that. I think it was $200 because I used the other part of it to go to the new purchase. Anyways, is that you? Is that you? Jet's mom. Okay, that's you. Okay. Anyways, the first thing that came to my mind is, what would Jet's mom do?
Whoa, sorry.
So, yeah, I'm like, well, she wouldn't get mad about it because, well, it's a little too late to get mad about it. Bye. Thanks, Chef. Thanks for stopping in. I said she would say, well, I guess they needed it more than me. So I messaged her that story.
You know I love my shift. Yes, and I know you guys like I have a space for you guys like
I never tell her she can't stay. I never do. I mean, I don't care, like I'm so over the bickering and the arguing and the fighting anymore. It's just like, it's old and I don't care anymore. It's just dumb. So dumb. I've got enough problems that I'm trying to deal with. Like, I don't need to deal with the bullshit on here anymore. That's why I said I'm not even sure what I want to do anymore.
Well, here's the thing. Like, you made a comment to me recently about like going a rogue.
Yep.
Like hella rogue. Just being like, we're out.
I thought about it, but I'm like, that's not me.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna, of course, want to speak and defend myself.
I even like, I mean, I was like a total white knight for you, and I even told the person that I was white knighting for you against or whatever. Like, I was like, I'm sorry, your doggy is not well. Like, because that stuff hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's who I am. Like, I am not the best or like the worst or the anything. I'm
But
just sitting here just being me.
you're you, and that's what I like about you. I mean, and I'll tell you what. I was saying, like, the things that brought us together, I could never thank you enough for, like, to listen. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 1 o'clock. It didn't matter what time in the AM it was. Mind you, we're 3 hours different. So who knows what time it was your time when my mom's in the hospital and I'm calling you all these hours and you still pick up, not even knowing who the hell I am. Well, we learned quick who each other were.
But I think God works that way through a lot of us too.
Yeah.
And I will say that there is a God piece of all of this. And I'm not sure like where your channel goes with this or not. Like they can take it and whatever. I feel as though like God spoke to me and said like this young woman like can help you heal and you can help her heal. And it was a time for like that space in our life. Eek.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, like, kind of creepy.
Me?
No, I don't want to be like super like weird, like metaphysical, like the weirdo.
Oh, no. You're fine. Yeah, I totally get it. You like, I mean, yeah, I mean, like the makings of our friendship kind of just like happen for other reasons, you know. You've been there for me just as much as I've been there, you know, and in other ways for you, you know. It is what it is.
But I will say this: the one thing with you that's amazing is watching like your growth.
Shifts. I don't think that's her though.
It is her, but like
It is her.
yeah.
Hold on. I just wanna just to be safe because I mean I'm famous for porn bottom. So we got Sofa riding the cock. We love Sofa and her cock. Hello.
It's me.
It's you. Okay. We can take down Sofa riding her cock.
Well, I'll make this quick. I only got a minute, but I just wanted to say hi. And I didn't hear anything. I just saw you were live and I was walking. So I thought I'd say have a good stream. And then I saw Jet's bomb and it felt cosmic. It felt like divine intervention. And then I heard what you said. And I just want to say this, that bullshit is never anything that I intended or anticipated with you. What y'all bonded over, in a way I felt like I came or you understood me through that in the way, and I'm not going to rehash it all. I was surprised it became bullshit after I felt like we had what represented to me was transformation, and I celebrate that still. But if you think that I mean, like, there is no bullshit has never been anything part of the equation. It's the beyond that, the I can't believe, I don't know why, and blah blah blah.
Okay.
But I'm not trying to make content out of it. I'm not trying to sour this or sway this. I just wanted to reiterate that ever since that transformation, that's where I stayed put. How I feel about you has not changed. It will never surface that I've been part of any fuck shit that had anything to do with, well, most of everything that I've been blamed for, to be honest. But if this is selfish because I just wanted to be heard, that is not a burden I wish to carry. I was looking for opportunity again to just be that example we once were, and that's it. And maybe that was too much to ask or assume. I put that down as well. I'm just saying that I heard what you said. I'm not creating that for you or desiring it for you. And I wish you and yours well, and always have, and Jet's mom too, and really everybody. So that's it. But
Thank you for coming up. I appreciate it. And I mean, you're more than welcome to come back anytime. I just am so done with the whole bickering and fighting, and I
don't know what,
you know,
again, the
whole
bicker
mutual feelings. I miss those that I used to be really good friends with, and those that I made, and especially in the circumstances that I made them. I think over time, we all go through a period of growing and learning. And, well, you don't start somewhere or you don't make them changes that need to be made. Where the hell are we going to be? I mean, we're going to hell in a hay basket in this community. And if people don't start turning things around, it's going to be that hell in a hay basket. I know that I'm willing to just, you obviously not asking you to forget. I know I've done some shitty things.
Yes.
I made mistakes along the way, misunderstandings, and I'm just over it now. I'm just ready to move the fuck on. Do what we gotta do.
I think if there's if you wanted to end your life and talk about it, there might be a moment here.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I have to
No. I do have to end this though, to be honest with you guys, because I got things that I gotta do. So if you guys are willing to stay up and maybe we can talk for a few minutes behind. But I am gonna end my live, honestly. This is a good note to end it on, right?
Everybody be sure to hit the subscribe, share, and support this channel.
Be sure to find the playlist and watch next 8 hours in one of my playlists, No, I'm just kidding. Bitch needs money. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm really kidding.
Oh my goodness,
Don't
great.
take me serious.
Stop.
I am not serious. All right, guys. For real, I'm going to end with some Shanny Shade so that way she can give you some rules and regulations, and then I will give you the ending. Remember, stay loyal, stay true, stay you. Love you. Bye.
This is not going to be a video that's going to go very well.
If it wants to work.
This is not going to be a video that's going to go very well at all. You damn well know this video is going to be full of shade. I just want to say before I make this shady video, please don't go after anyone involved in this video. Please make sure not to leave any disparaging comments, any mean disparaging comments to these people. And remember, this is for shits and giggles and because I need to rant, so let's just get into this.
I don't listen to the haters, man, I treat them like the enemy. Had a couple traitors, man, but now they know the penalty. I tell them, see you later, fam, I do not need this jealousy. I got no time for failure, man, I wanna leave a legacy. I walk in and I'm sold out, pop up for the whole crowd. I got this, I rolled out, I promise, have no doubt. I'm all in, here I go now, call in, you fall out. Take hostage, the pros down, they novice when I throw down.
We gon' make it all the way. We don't care what they all will say. Don't listen to the hate, no, listen to my fate, yo. Destined to be great, yo. And we gon' make it all the way. We don't care what they all will say. Don't listen to the hate, no, listen to my fate, yo. Yeah, we like to go.
Put me on ESPN, put me on top of the tank. That's pilots again and again. No, I ain't here to make friends. Taking it straight to the bank. I'm like a shark in a tank. And if your girl misbehave, I'll give your girl a mistake. That's making me out of my head. I don't belong in my bed. I should be famous instead. I will not stop till I'm dead. Never let them hate. Tell them I'll be great. It's gotta be my fate. You can take it to the bank. I just wanna get it while I get it. When I get it, I'll be damned if I'ma let it get away without a fight. I got a plan.
We gon' make it all the way. We don't care what they all will say. Don't listen to the hate, no, listen to my fate, yo. Destined to be great, yo. And we gon' make it all the way. We don't care what they all will say. Don't listen to the hate, no, listen to my fate, yo. Yeah, we like to go hard.